Welcome back to the channel, Control Freaks. Today, we are heading back to explore on Magic the Gathering Arena, and we are going to be playing Azorius Lockdown Control. Now, before we get started, I do have to get some housekeeping out of the way. I just wrote a massive 2,000 plus word sideboard guide for this exact same list. So if you are playing in any big events, maybe you have an RCQ coming up, maybe you have a 5K, maybe you just want to crush at F&M or at locals, this is a great piece for you to learn how to sideboard with this deck. I've been playing this deck. I've been loving this deck. I've been crushing with this deck. You know, if you look at my videos, I've been doing absolutely insane. I went 4-2, got 10th place at a 66-player RCQ a couple of weeks ago with this list. I think my sideboard was a tad bit different there, but overall, I'm really excited and I'm really happy with this deck list. So if that's something that interests you and that's something that you want to hone your skills in sideboarding and learn why certain cards come in and out, I don't just give you these come in, these come out. No, I give you a whole philosophy behind why each card is coming in. Certain card choices are coming out. So if that sounds like something that interests you and something that you would get value in, make sure to head on over to patreon.com/lessalex. You can check out that sideboard guide at the lowest tier. So it is open to all Patreons. Now, if you want to go above and beyond, become a higher tier patron, of course, all the support is appreciated, and shout out to the 3 new patrons that I got ever since I posted this sideboard guide last night. With all that out of the way, again, thank you all so much for the support and love over on Patreon this month. I do appreciate it. But yeah, this is the deck list. Again, I've been crushing with it, but I'm super excited. The one difference between this version and the version that I have in my sideboard guide, obviously, I probably sound like a broken record if you've been at the channel before. Eternal Wanderer is a replacement for Elspeth Sun's Champion because Elspeth isn't available on Arena yet. So hopefully, Wizards, if you're watching this, they're not watching this, but if you are, please get Elspeth on so we can have an exact 75 of 75 of this deck on Arena. Eternal Wanderer is great, but in my opinion, I still like Elspeth Sun's Champion more. Taking a look at the deck, though, we are playing Kahira. The Cats, the Kitty Cat Parade is here. Red-Black, Rakdos, mid-range, fears the Cats, that's for sure. So we are still playing the Cats. Let's take a look at the ones. We've got March of Otherworldly Light, just a nice cheap removal spell, a nice piece of spot removal. We've got 4 Make Disappear, 3 Dovin's Veto, 4 Temporary Lockdown, 4 Absorb. Yes, I know, Cancel is still here, but it's a hard counter spell, and you can't really replace that in this format much with anything. Moving on to the 4s, we've got 4 Wandering Emperors, 4 Memory Deluge, 2 Supreme Verdicts. Again, Deluge is great. It just buys you so much time and gets you so many cards. And then Verdict, obviously, this is still a creature-based format, or is it? I don't know. We are starting to trim some. But Teferi, the face that runs the place, the reason you play Azorius over Dimir. And then we've got Farewell and Shark Typhoon as a 2 of. And if you check out the mana base, we've got 1 Arden Veil, 1 Eganjo, 2 Hall of Storm Giants, 1 Castle Vantris, 1 Otawara, and 3 Field of Runes for our utility lands. Other than that, everything's pretty generic here. Moving on into the sideboard, we've got 2 Divine Smites, good against Greasefang. You can bring it in against Red-Black, and the Black-Blue deck that's starting to pop up. You can bring that in. 1 Rest in Peace. Greasefang, again, we're playing Divine Smite over a second Divine Smite over the second Rest in Peace because Divine Smite has more applications across more, especially on Arena, right? Because Lotus Field is not even a thing on Arena, so Rest in Peace is here as a 1 of. Next up, we've got 1 Dovin's Veto for the mirror match. You can bring this in against big mana decks, any blue deck basically. Mystical Spirit comes in against spirits, comes in against mono green. You can also obviously bring it in against the control mirror match. We've got Settle the Wreckage. This is against aggro, so that's why this is here. 1 Fateful Absence. This is kind of Shieldred and Liliana. Helps against Rakdos. You can bring it in against creature matchups, aggro matchups, things like that. We've got Regal Caracal here specifically for red-black. It comes in other matchups. You can bring it in against the mirror as well, if that's what you want to do. But, yeah. And then we've got 1 Farewell against green and red-black. Eternal Wanderer comes in against red-black. Could come in against green. Could come in against several matchups. And then we've got Hullbreaker Horror for the blue matchups. So creativity, control, things like that. So that is the deck list. Again, if you are interested in the sideboard guide, please go check that out on my Patreon. That's patreon.com/LessAlex. Go give it a look. Appreciate everybody who signed up already. And with all that out of the way, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Chop it up with me on Twitter @LessAlex over there. Join the Discord. The Discord's free and open. So go check out the Discord. All those links to everything I'm talking about will be in the description below. So let's jump into some gameplay. Playing some mono white humans. Best of 3, bada bing, bada boom. All right. All righty. Make sure you stay hydrated today. Maybe go for a walk. Not feeling Lotus Control. It's not that I'm not feeling it. This is just what I know best. I just launched my sideboard guide on my Patreon, so I'm playing this today. If I knew we were playing the control mirror match, I would keep 1,000%. But I think this has to be a mulligan. Oh my goodness, no. We can put this back and pray? Yeah. We're on the draw, so at least that is good. All right, uh-oh. Ruh-roh, Raggy. They play Blood Crypt tapped. So they didn't have their very best play of Thoughtseize. Woo! Piece of candy. All right, so Grixis. Grixis control. Hall of Storm Giants, yep. All right, well, that is unlucky. In the mirror match, you definitely... Oh, okay, so it's creativity. Roger. Just tag that now. Sure. Might be a quick one, folks. Yeah, there's a Fable. Alright, well. We'll give it one more turn. If we don't draw a land here, we're going to call it. We are going to call it. This, Bad News Bears. This is a pretty good matchup for us. Yeah, we're done. But not whenever we could have probably kept that actual first opener. Now that I think about it. All right, so taking a look at my sideboard guide again. Let's take a look. We do. How do I make this smaller? Oh, there we go. Boop. Boop. Boop, boop. Boop. And boop. Take out these. That should be it. What? Oh. Alrighty, there we go. Needs more Knuckle Boys. What's up, Mudkip? How you doing today? What's Wizwag? What's that Wizwag? I don't know anything about that. I know what the store is. I don't know what event is happening. Yeah, it sounds great. A Pioneer RCQ this weekend? I didn't know that. I'll have to see what I can see about that. All right, there we go. Off to a much better start. Sure. Thought I got rid of this guy. Oh well. I'll just hide him. Saturday at 1? Holy smokes, that's going to be a long day. I did not know that. I'll have to look into it. Wait, hang on. Kind of have an embarrassment of riches here with our counter spells. And I don't want to get them stuck in my hand, so we'll counter this. RCQs should start at 10 or 11. I definitely agree with that. Yeah. Hey, Snapcaster Marin. Thanks for that follow. I appreciate that. Welcome in. Welcome in. So they've got Opus in the bin. Not quite there to Gear Hulk levels yet. I consider that's fine. All right. Maybe if we go for this, they'll go for their Gear Hulk. Let's try it. Just trying to kind of bait them here. I don't think they're going to fall for it. They did not. All right, well. I'm going to have to look into that, though. I did not know that. All right, they can consider all they want. They put a sensor in the bin. All right, pass back. One, two, three, four, five, six. Okay, so we'll go for this. If they want to fight over this, we're not going to counter. We're not going to get in a counter war over Memory Deluge. Are we? I said that. That's fine. You would like them to use their counter magic on your spells? That way they can't protect their Gear Hulk when the time comes? Oh, man, this is a spicy creativity list. Alright, we'll go for Wandering Emperor. They could Gear Hulk negate. They do not.
Anyone who harms my people must contend with me.
Make a creature. Make a creature. Let's see. Culligan's Command. Let's counter this.
We must protect the people.
Make another.
Let your blade do the talking.
We'll end turn. I don't know if we need to play Hullbreaker Horror here. Kind of just open us up to getting Gear Hulk Opused, which would not be great. I think we're probably good.
Remember your training.
We'll just attack with one. No reason to basically sacrifice a samurai. And here's the Gear Hulk. Okay, so they've got a counter spell. We'll lead with Absorb. We want to tag the negate. That way we gain the 3 life. Now, if they have another one here, it'd be really good. Ooh, Nicol Bolas. Okay. Yeah, let's see what they do. They've got a million options here with this Nicol Bolas. That's an interesting addition to the creativity deck. Destroy target creature or planeswalker. Okay.
I'm never done for good.
Well, I think we're just supposed to attack both at Bolas. I don't know the likelihood of them still having like fatal pushes or things of that nature, so I'm just going to attack both at Bolas. They can activate, obviously, Hive. So, I think we like that. I think it is very unlikely they don't, that they have Gear Hulk at this point. Wow, that was something else, wasn't it? So unless they top deck it here, I'm pretty sure they just don't have it. So maybe going for Hullbreaker Horror here would be good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That would leave us, you know, Memory Deluge. I think in response we do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if they draw land, conversely, 3, 5. Actually, if we just counter this, we win the game, maybe? Let's just try to counter this. All right, cool. Yeah, I mean, I had to think through that, but I think that was the right call. All right, well, sideboard guide worked. All right, we'll just run it back. You could make changes on the play draw, but I honestly think that this configuration is pretty good. We could bring in a Fateful Absence, I guess. And what would we get rid of? Maybe since we're on the draw, we'll trim a Make Disappear. I like that. Oh. No. All right. And obviously when referencing the sideboard, everything's contextual, right? So this is obviously not a one-for-one comparison of a traditional Is It creativity deck, but, you know. And we'll keep. We've got Make Disappear and Shark Typhoon as ways to draw. We're on the draw, so we can keep a land light hand in hopes that we'll actually draw land. And there we did. Alright, so Magnum Opus, yep. Black Clave Cliffs into Fable of the Mirror Breaker. Well, that is one we would like to counterspell. Hopefully they don't have... Ooh, and they went straight to it, so they don't have a one-mana counterspell. That is good to know. That is good to know. I think we play Field here. We do have a one-mana counterspell, so... Well... Not going to be a one-mana counterspell, but that's fine. Alright, Beach was just what the doctor ordered there. So they've got 6. Go blank. We see your go blank and we raise you. Play Teferi. Come on, negate. Oh, we got a negate. We got the best negate, baby. That was the best draw possible. Consider, sure. We've only got one blue source. I mean, they got this, obviously, but getting to untap with Teferi in play, just the best feeling in the world. Am I right? I think we just pass. No reason to field here. I know we get to untap our 2 lands, but just be patient. Lightstep Pathway, Thoughtseize. Well, they're gonna take a counter spell, so let's not let them see our hand. And now they have 1 card in their hand. Torrential Gearhulk. No. And that might get a concession. Yeah, I thought so. Game was pretty over at that point. Sick. Well, there you go. Sideboard guide works, folks. We lost game 1. We stuck to the plan, and we crushed them game 2 and 3. Game 3 specifically. Holy smokes. All right. Run it back. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure to like the video, comment, and, of course, subscribe. If you're watching live, I appreciate you. All right. No companion. Some dope sleeves. Our hand's pretty good. We're on the draw. We'll keep. We'll keep. This is kind of a sketchy keep. We need white sources. We're going to draw them, though. I'm confident we're going to draw them. Watery Grave. Is this Dimir control? Are we playing the mirror? Uh-oh. Hopefully they don't slam a Narset on us. Ooh, okay, so it's rogues. Okay, that's fine. This is a rough matchup. This is one of the matchups I have been, yeah, and that's why, right there. Kaito Suzuki is why this is such a rough matchup. They stick this on turn 3, and it's really hard for us to deal with. Especially when we don't draw white sources. I'm in full control mode. This is nuts.
Thanks. I'll be taking that now.
Lock Dwayne. There we go. Not a whole lot to do with that. Thoughtseize. Well, read 'em and weep. Yeah. Lockdown very good against him, obviously. Gonna tick up. Oh, they're just going for it.
I know something you don't know.
I feel like they have a counter spell. There's another white source. Upsy daisies.
Thanks. I'll be taking that now.
Well, let's see if this resolves. I doubt it. We got to do something. We're so far behind. All right, game number 2. All right, so Mystical Dispute. All right, there we go. All right, easy peasy on that one. Easy peasy on that one. Again, I'm referencing my sideboard guide. I actually don't have rogues on my sideboard guide, but it is very similar to spirits. I think it's pretty much the exact same. So we'll keep. They're both blue-based tempo decks. Do we have a Thieves Guild? We do. Gross. That's a sweet island. Holy smokes. I want them to play out all their creatures here. Hopefully we can fade a Thoughtseize. Or a Kaito. Kaito would be really good for them. They seemingly don't have it. Well, let us take our 2-for-1. Let us take our 2-for-1. Yeah, and there's Borrower. Not the end of the world. It's a good follow-up for sure, but... if they go for a creature here, we're playing... tucking him out. Okay. Do they have it? Yeah, ugh. Well. I'm gonna make disappear this. We'll take the draw land. Oh, this doesn't do anything. I'm tripping. Alright. Gain some life. Basically a time lock. This game's close. Another lockdown. Play Kahira. Yeah. Like I said, this is a rough matchup. And of course they have the one threat that we can't really deal with our lockdowns. Nighthawk Scavenger too, but... Alright, well. We're not really protected from anything here. I think we're supposed to attack. First things first. We definitely got to get Borrower off the table. The question is, how do we do that now? We could Farewell. Or we could Teferi down tick. We'll see if they play a creature here. Shieldred's Edict. Okay. No. See if this instantly resolves. I'd rather them use the Edict on the creature. Alright.
If you show remorse, I'll show restraint.
And now if they play a 3-mana or 2-mana spell. Oh, we can't counter that, unfortunately. Well, they had two Edicts was rough, right? Like, let's just tag this now. That way we shuffle their Borrower away. They can use it, which is fine, but they're not getting that Borrower. If we were to wait till their turn, obviously they'd be able to get Borrower. In the tank. Oh, I forgot to update the deck. Franco, I'm sorry. I'll do that. Yeah, they finally use it. All right. All right. So no shenanigans on our instep. Kaito Shizuki. That is their literal best draw. Well, Make Disappear is not that good at this point. If they make a creature, we can march it.
No secret is safe from me.
Okay.
I've got all
Was that a
kinds of
haul?
connections.
Holy smokes. Okay. Well, maybe we hold march. I think we have to. Play this, tag that. All right. So we gotta let him. Yes. Resolve. Autopay. Don't tell me they have a counter spell. That'd be so brutal. Are you kidding me? Alright, well, we've got the dispute for that. Whew! Alright. Thank you. I can uptick. I gotta draw and discard it, though.
There's no secret you can't uncover.
I can Shieldred! Let's see if we can find a counterspell for this thing. Well, Fateful Absence does the trick, and Teferi gets rid of. Yeah.
Now this is a juicy secret.
Oh my gosh. Freaking Thoughtseize. Freaking Fateful Absence. Create a token.
Our eyes are everywhere.
We'll make a 1/1.
The fun just started.
Hey, Mistborn, thanks for that sub. Holy smokes, that's 6 months, dude. Thank you so much. Bounce that. Play this. Trying to finally come away with this game. All right, Teferi. Upsy daisies. Let's do it. There we go. Finally. Sheesh. All right. I like my sideboard plan against this. I think we could probably bring in Rip. Maybe since we're on the draw, take out a Make Disappear. Maybe like that. I'll try that. No. How you doing today, Mistborn? Thanks for that 6 amazing months. Hopefully they're amazing. I assume they're pretty good if you're resubbing. We're on the draw. I don't think I don't keep one-landers. Put Teferi back. Doing good. Hey, that's good. Play farmland. Go. I play Thieves Guild, of course. Because why wouldn't they have it? Thoughtseize, gross. I assume they're going to take one of these two, but who knows? Might just take March because it's a piece of spot removal, yeah. That was a good draw. Right after, right after the Thoughtseize. Draw one of the best cards in the matchup. They got Mastermind. Ooh, they don't. Why did they shock there? I think we have tells me they have a counter spell, right? They know about they know about everything except for our land. Drown in the Lock. This matters. They're tripping on lands. We need to punish them for that. Okay. Big question here, do they have a counter spell? We're about to find out. Looking like they do. Yep. All right. Teferi, Memory Deluge. Very close to actually getting to do that. All right, that's a good one. So they've got some counter magic in their hand. We're going to make a 4/4 shark. What is that? Is that a daddy shark? Does that constitute as a daddy shark? Four is typically going to be bigger than anything they got. Ooh, another Shark Typhoon. Hey! Noble Murloc, thanks for that follow. Appreciate that. We got it. They have to have, like, Edict or, yeah. Now, we could just counter this. I think that's what we're going to do. We are the beatdown. I mean, if they have a dispute, if they want to waste everything to kill this token, that's fine. I think that's a good exchange for us. Atawara. Well, yeah, we play that because we have Hullbreaker. If we didn't have Hullbreaker, we would think about that a little bit more, I think. Think. Certainly would be a little bit of a bigger discussion. Have a bigger... I would sub, but you're... Yeah. Hey, look at that. We came back again. We lose game 1. We follow the sideboard guide, and we win games 2 and 3. I'm telling you guys, this deck and this sideboard guide that I've put together over on patreon.com/lessalex, it's the real deal. Awesome. So, heck yeah. Give me that gold. Alrighty, so let's take a look. Let's take a look at the deck. We were 2-0 today. Again, thank you so much for hanging out. I just released the sideboard guide over on Patreon, a full sideboard guide, 2,000 plus words, and I will be updating it. So it's not just like it's just this and that's it. But if you want to check it out, head on over to patreon.com/lessalex for this deck list. If you're playing an RCQ in Pioneer or a big tournament, or you just want to be the end boss at your local Friday night Magic or, locals, whenever your Pioneer tournaments are, check out, I'm telling you, this deck and the sideboard guide I've compiled. It is ironclad. This is such a fun deck. I've been having such a blast with this deck, and we've been crushing it. I don't even know my record at this point, because I think I've lost 5, maybe 6 matches and won upwards of 20. So win percentage is on point. This deck is on point. Thank you all so much. If you want to chop it up with me elsewhere, hit me up on Twitter @LessAlex over there. Much more casual talk. I tweet about Magic, of course, professional wrestling, things like that. If you're watching live, I appreciate you. I do stream weekdays on twitch.tv/LessAlex around 9 a.m. over there, so set your clocks to Central Time. But yeah, I'm super stoked. I get to play a weekly tonight. I think I might play this. I was going to play Lotus combo, but I love this deck. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure to like the video, comment down below, and of course subscribe. You've made it this far, you might as well. To all the new followers on Twitch, thank you so much. Noble Murloc, Phoenix, and there was one other. Snapcaster. Marin, thank you. And, of course, Mistborn, thanks for that subscription on Twitch. I appreciate you. Whew. All right, everybody. Keep spreading that Azorius propaganda. And until next time, I'll catch you all on the flippy flop. Adios, everybody. Have a good one.